What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of WhitePressure Reviews. I'm WhitePressure, and today we're going to talk about the new Ninja Turtles movie starring Megan Fox, Will Arnett, and the Turtles, obviously. It starts out with essentially Megan Fox is working as a journalist, trying to get her, get herself known, because Whoopi Goldberg is giving her crap all the time. And so what happens is she's out in the night, one night, and she comes across a ruckus. And the ruckus is caused by the Foot Clan. Now, Foot Clan is this group of bad guys that essentially is just causing havoc across the streets of New York. And so anyway, so she's out doing her thing, right? And she comes across the Foot Clan. And she's like, oh, whoa, I can use this story to, like, get some leverage and be, relevant in the world, So she starts snapping pictures and this and that. Well, while she's snapping pictures, freaking all this ninja stuff comes jumping out into the night. And it's like, oh, yeah, we're watching the Ninja Turtles movie, because this is like 15 minutes into the film and I ain't seen no turtles yet. So I'm like, what are we watching here? So anyway, she gets a picture of like a foot or something. She goes to work the next day and she's like, hey, yo, I got all these pictures for y'all, but I'm not going to show them to you. I'm just going to talk real crazy. Like I seen something, but it's a secret. And she shows them to Whoopi Goldberg, and Whoopi Goldberg ain't having it. Right? Then some garbage about, I don't know, her dad dying or yada, yada, yada. Anyways, so she's out again, but now this time she's in the subway, and she's like on her way home from work, and she's like, oh, nobody likes me, yada, yada, yada. And she's on the subway, and all of a sudden everybody's all freaking out, and they're like, what's going on? And like the Foot Clan again is like messing with people. I don't know why, but they're just like terrorizing people and shit. And so Megan Fox is all like laying on the ground, right? She pulls out her camera and she's like, oh, yo, time for a selfie in this. And like this hobo lady's like, no, don't be taking no selfies during this. And Megan Fox is like, shut up, I'm beautiful. I'm going to do what I want to do. Shut up. So then she starts taking selfies, and like the Foot Clan leader, like this like ninja red-haired lady, gets all mad. And she's like, oh, hell no, girl. You ain't taking no selfies right now. And then out of nowhere, and this is like 45 minutes into the movie, freaking Ninja Turtles show up, and they're in the subway now, and all this stuff is going on, and it's like, whoa, Turtles are here, here we are, and like you don't even see them. And this is, like I said, like 45 minutes in, I still ain't seen no turtles. I'm like, what am I watching? So then like they leave, but then April like runs up the building out of instinct. She's like, oh, I'm just gonna go get some fresh air. So she climbs up the building above the subway, and freaking turtles are like chilling up top, swapping war stories and stuff about how they like fought a guy and all this stuff. And so she's all like, yo, turtles, and then she takes a picture, and oh man, turtles ain't having that. They ain't having that. So then basically what happens, she goes back to work, and she's like, hey, yo, I know them turtles is up to something, to Whoopi Goldberg. And Whoopi Goldberg's like, I done told you, girl, you're crazy. And so she doesn't care. And then, Megan Fox loses her job, unfortunately, because Whoopi Goldberg's just so mean to her. And then after that, they just do their thing. Like, Will Arnett's like, yo, Megan, you're hot, so I'm gonna still chew with you. And Megan Fox is like, yo, I gotta find these turtles. And I don't know why she sounds so much like Will Arnett, but that's just how she talks. So they team up, and they end up going to this place, and like the turtles are like, hey, April, meet us here. And so April meets up, and the turtles are like, yo, we gotta kidnap you for a moment, because you're like in trouble now, because Shredder knows that you know us, and yada yada yada. And so like, he comes and they take her, and they're like, girl, you can't be doing this. And then like Splinter's all like, yo, April, you saved us when we were young. Like, thank you. You're like our moms. Straight up. Like, April is their mom in this movie. Pretty much. Sort of, kind of. So, anyway, you know, they're all, like, grateful and stuff. Well, then, like, Shredder and the Foot Clan, like, really start wreaking havoc in New York and all this stuff. And, like, yeah, I think April never got her job back or something like that. So anyway, oh yeah, Shredder gets this serum thing, and he's like, I'm gonna make everybody in the world, or not in the world, but just in New York. I'm gonna make everybody in New York like turn into a zombie. Yeah, turn them into a zombie. So he like, you know, he's got this plan. He's gonna put this chemical stuff up on a building, and the turtles like, you know, listen in on this. Like Donatello's got his tech, and he's like, oh no, like, you know, we can't be, no, that can't be happening. And so like the turtles are like, yo, we gotta stop Shredder. So, you know, they go to the building, and they're like, Shredder, you know, you better stop. And, you know, Megan Fox is coming along too, because, you know, she's gonna do her thing. And you know, Will Arnett's there, and, you know, he starts saying some of the obvious stuff. And Shredder's like, yo, okay, this movie is getting too long. It's about time to wrap it up. So they, you know, they end up going up the tower, and Shredder's like, yo, I'm gonna set this bomb off. I'm gonna put the last couple minutes of the movie to line up with when this bomb's gonna go off. And, you know, the turtles are like, that's it, man. I can't tell you the whole story, man. You gotta go see this movie and see what happens. So anyways, Ninja Turtles 2014 came out today or tomorrow. I've seen it. And so I'm going to rate this film, for me, what I thought of it when I watched it. My final rating of the Ninja Turtles is meh. It's just an okay movie. You're not missing anything, you know, but, you know, if you're a hardcore Turtles fan, you know, you're watching the comics and you remember the movies back in the day, you know, you're probably not going to like this movie. Now, if you're young and you've been watching Turtles on Nickelodeon, and you know, like, oh, Mom, Dad, I want to go to the movies, you're probably gonna like it. You're gonna like seeing Turtles on the big screen. So anyway, that's my review of the Turtles. I'm out.